Sabah al-khair. Right now we're going to talk about how to negate conjugated verbs in formal Arabic. And negation in Arabic is called an-nafi. And in this video I'm going to assume that you have already studied how to conjugate verbs in the past and present tense and how to control that process. If you need a refresher, we have 2 separate videos on how to do that. So you might want to go back and take a look so you feel prepared to do this. Also, an important point in this video, we're going to focus entirely on al-Arabiya al-Fusha, formal, modern standard Arabic. Colloquial forms tend to have fairly distinct ways of negating verbs, and we're going to have a separate video for you on how to negate verbs in Egyptian and Levantine dialect. So, to negate a present tense verb, all we need to do is add the word la directly in front of the conjugated verb. Remember that la also simply means no in Arabic. So let's take a couple of examples. Let's start with affirmative sentences, and then we can turn them into negative sentences. For example, ندرس الفرنسية. We study French. If we want to say we do not study French, all we need to do is add la directly in front of the verb. Easy peasy, very simple. Or if we wanted to say Maryam drinks coffee. Maryam تشرب القهوة. Generally speaking, she drinks coffee, she's a coffee drinker. Now we want to say Maryam does not drink coffee. Not ever. She prefers tea. We can't put la right at the front of this sentence because then we would be saying something like not Maryam, right? And Maryam is not what we're negating. We're negating this verb, tashrab, right? So we're going to put la right there, right in front of the word verb. Maryam la tashrab al-qahwa. All right? In the past tense, one common way to negate a verb is by using the particle ma, which we also put right in front of the verb. We can't use la in the past tense. That is a very logical and intuitive mistake to make, especially if you're still getting a handle on the past tense, but we need to use ma. We need to use this separate word to negate past tense verbs. So let's take some other examples. Let's start again with affirmative sentences. If we want to say we read the book, we would write قرأنا الكتاب. And once again, all we need to do to negate it, to say we did not read the book, is to add ma right in front. Or they lived in Cairo. Say سكنوا في القاهرة. They lived in Cairo. All we need to do to negate it is put ma in the front. Now, for negating the future in MSA, in standard Arabic, we use a special particle, lan, in front of the conjugated present tense verb. And it also has an effect on the case endings, the very final vowels of the verb. We also have an alternative way of negating the past tense. We can use ma in standard Arabic, or in formal situations, in formal speechifying or written language. It's also very common to use another particle, lam, again in front of the conjugated present tense verb. Both of these, once again, have an effect on the final vowels of the verb that they're negating, and if you're interested in learning how to control those forms at this point, we actually have a separate video where you can go and learn exactly how to use them and exactly the effects that they're going to have on those conjugated verbs. Once again, this is formal Arabic, al-Arabiya al-Fusha, and we're going to have another video, a separate video on the forms of negation in colloquial.